on the mat, around your mat, so you're not gonna hit anything. Respect your body, listen to your body. Always using, if you feel anything, adjust, resting, number of repetition, using your arms to help a little bit with the movement or to take the resistance out. So from there, lie on your back, let's move, mobilizing your whole body. Head resting on the mat. If you have your eyes open, eyes looking straight up towards the ceiling. Feel free to have a folded towel or mat under your head if you feel that you're looking towards the back of the room. And let's just move. A quick mobilization there. Breathing, bringing your arms up over your head. Breathe out. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Pull your thigh there towards the rib cage and just move your ankle, move your foot. Then breathing, bring your right leg down. Breathe out. Bring your left knee towards your chest. Flex and extend your foot. Breathing, left leg down, do a full body stretch. And as you breathe out, lift your right leg, hold it there at the back of your leg or the back of your thigh, and rotate your foot a little bit. Stretch at the back of your leg, thighs, back of your hips and lower back. Then lower your right leg, do a big full body stretch. And lift your left, hold it there at the back of your leg or thigh, and rotate your foot. A few circles on each direction. From here, lower your left, big full body stretch, and bring both knees towards your chest. Pull your thighs there towards your rib cage as much as is comfortable, and you can gently rock your body side to side. Roll on your side or forward, sit up, and legs crossed. Mobilize, moving your spine a little bit more there. Lateral flexion of your spine, going side to side, back up, and the other side, and up. One more on each side, so you can lift your right arm. Could be doing the other way around that, that's fine. Back up, body top, and on your left, all the way up and up, and back. Rotation of your spine. Hands there can help with your hands. Lift your chest, and you can turn your head towards the back of the room as well. Then back in the center, and go to the other side. Big rotation. And then back in the center. Again. On your right, back in the center, and on your left, and back in the center. Flexion, going forward, stretching your lower back, your upper back, the back of your hips, going all the way forward. Then you lift, and you can extend. Lifting your chest, rib cage away from your hips, chin up, head back. If it's comfortable for your ankles, for your knees, for your hips, you can extend your hips as well. Then bring it back down and go all the way forward again. Flex your spine. And you lift and extend your spine. And all the way forward. And then back in position. Moving a little bit more your spine. Bringing your hands there. Hands under your shoulders and your knees right under your hips. Just moving your spine, similar to yoga here, the cat-cow dog combination, but you're going to stretch, rounding your back all the way up and arch your spine here. Lifting your chest, chin up, head slightly back, and move again. You're also moving your hips as you do that. Taking your tailbone under as you round your back. Tailbone up as you arch. And again, you can breathe out as you round, breathe in as you extend. One more, breathe out, breathe in. Now as you breathe out, you can tuck your toes under and push your hips all the way back. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor or if you don't have your legs straight. Then you can come back down and arch your back again. Option, instead of going all the way back, go back again. Option, instead of going there, if you feel your wrist, just sit back here, round the back and stretch here. If you can, all the way up, then back down. One more. Then you're gonna go all the way back and hold that position, like the up stretch of the reformer. So from here, you're gonna lift one heel, keep the other one down towards the floor, and then you switch, doing the footwork here on your mat. You'll try to move your feet, your ankles, mobilizing your toes, your ankles, moving your knees and moving your thigh bone beside your hip joint. Try to keep a long spine. Then you try to keep your hips and your lower back in the same position. Go down and rest every time you need. From here, now moving both feet together, lift both heels and lower both. So lift both and lower both. So first you try to make those legs long as you can there as you point your feet. Then you still try to lengthen your legs, your thighs through your heels. Then you lift and lower. One more. Up and down. From here you can bring your knees down on the floor and sit all the way back. Giving your wrist, your shoulders, your arms a little rest. And stretching a little bit more. The back of your hips, your lower back. From here we go forward. Hands under your shoulders and knees right under your hips. Stabilizing your whole spine so shoulders don't move side to side, up and down. Then the same thing with your hips. And extend your right arm, left leg, lift them both. Low. And go on the other side. Lift. And then back down. And repeat. Lift. And back down. For a little bit more intensity, you're gonna lift your arm, lift your leg, maintain your spine in the same position. You're gonna move your leg out, your arm out. Bring it back in line and lower. Still moving only. Thigh bone inside your hip joint, arm inside your shoulder joint and lower. No movement on your spine. That whole movement is just arm and leg. So you lift, leg, arm, maintain your whole spine there in line, bring them out, back in line, and lower. 2 or 3 more. Out, back, and down. These also, even if you don't have too much space to move your arm or leg there. One more. Just challenge those muscles on your whole back, back of your shoulders, upper back, lower back, glutes, to maintain the position there for a little bit longer. Sit all the way back again. And from here, you're gonna go all the way forward. Lie on your front, bringing your arms there, by the side of your body, shoulders away from your neck. Extend your feet, your legs, your thighs. Push the front of your hips towards the floor. You might even lift your thighs off the mat, you might not. Then without using your arms are there just resting on the floor. You lift your chest bone away from the floor. Maintain the position, carry on breathing, and you can help a little bit with your arms. Lifting your chest a little bit more. Maintain the position of your spine there, so you're not losing that arch. And you try to let it go with your arms. Only as if you're trying to just slightly take your hands off the floor. And you come back up. And you lower. And back up. So challenge those muscles on your back to maintain your spine in that position. Strengthen your whole back. Back of the thighs, back of the hips, lower back, upper back. Strengthen your shoulders, triceps, chest, massaging and stimulating internal organs. 2 more. 1 more. And then you can bring yourself all the way back.
Sitting down. And bring your legs forward. Can be with your knees bent. You can sit on a block, on a cushion. Legs forward. If you can, again, can be with your knees bent. Lengthen your legs as long as you can through your heels. Then lift your arms, lengthen your spine here all the way up. And start moving from your hips. Then your lower back. Then your upper back. Then your neck and your head. And lift your head, your neck. Lift your rib cage, your lower back. You're sitting down, your sitting bones. Spine as long as possible. And lower your arms. And repeat. Lift. And flex. Vertebra by vertebra forward. Try to bring that head towards your toes. And your toes towards your head. Then you lift. And back down. One more. You can even adjust yourself there on your mat, go a little bit forward. So you can roll back on the next repetition or roll on your side and lie on your back. So from there, lengthen your spine. Go all the way forward. Keep your back round now and try to go down. From here, going vertebra by vertebra on the mat or roll on your side and lie on your back and do a big full body stretch. From there, lie on your mat. You can go halfway up, so you don't necessarily need to go all the way up, be able to go there. You try to go there, vertebra by vertebra, off the mat and forward. So if you can, you go all the way forward into that stretch and then back, keeping your back round. Imagine a ball pushing there to the middle of your chest, keeping your back round. And you go vertebra by vertebra on the mat. Massaging your back as you move your back on and off the mat. Forward and back. So you're stretching a little bit more. All those muscles along your spine as you massage them as well. As you move on and off the mat. So you have the option to go here just halfway. Still massaging your back. Still stretching those muscles along your spine. Strengthen abdominals, hip flexors. One more. And then we go all the way down. Do a big full body stretch. And bring your arms there by the side of your body. Bend your knees. Gently tip your hips back. Lift your legs on a tabletop position. Gently tip your hips back, bringing your lower back towards the mat. Long arms, so as if you're trying to move those hands as far as you can from your shoulders. Shoulders away from your ears, pushing your hands against the mat and lift. Lift your legs, extend your legs as much as you can. Then bend your knees again and repeat. Extend. If you can extend it, try to lift the back of your hips and your lower back off the mat and lower. You don't need to be able to do that. Still keeping your long arms as if you're pushing the front of your wrist, your hands towards the floor. You can push them a little bit more and lift your whole back off the mat, then lower and down. Try to do it slowly and with control. So you go back slowly and with control. If it's comfortable for your back, for your spine, it's okay to use a little bit of momentum on the way up. For example, kicking up there. But on the way down, you go lower with control. One more. We go. Lift. And then back down. Vertebra by vertebra. Feet on the floor. And do a big full body stretch. Again. Bringing your arms by the side of your body. Bend your knees. Long arms, long hands. And then from here, lifting your back, vertebra by vertebra, off the mat. So you're going to tip your hips back, lower back goes towards the mat, and then you lift the back of your hips off the mat. You lift your lower back off the mat. You lift your chest, your back of your rib cage off the mat. You can try to carry on, lifting your hips as high as you can, lifting your chest bone towards your chin. Then you lower. So you're bringing your shoulder blades, your chest down, then your lower back, then the back of your hips. You can gently tip your hips there, so it's more curve on your lower back, and come back again. Vertebra by vertebra off the mat, mobilizing your whole spine, using those muscles, the back of your thighs, back of your hips, lower back, upper back, back of your shoulders and arms. Then you lower again, vertebra by vertebra on the mat. Can carry on doing that. Otherwise, in the next repetition, you're gonna hold that. So you're pushing your heels down towards the floor as you go. So try not to lift your heels. You go as high as you can, and place your hands on the back or the side of your hips. Maintain the position here, and you're gonna lift your right leg reaching as far as you can. So don't worry about how high, think about how far you can bring that foot, and you lower, reaching forward as you lower, without dropping the bridge. Lift and lower. We're not doing too many repetitions, only 3 on each leg, and then back. So again, option to keep your both feet on the floor and carry on moving your back, lift and lower your back. Then from here, you're placing your foot down on the floor. Feel free to go all the way down, bring both knees towards your chest, or reset the bridge. Make sure you lift your hips there, and lift your left leg all the way up, and reach, long leg, reaching as far as you can with that foot. Don't worry if you don't get all the way down on the floor, and back up. You're strengthening, stretching those muscles in front of your hips, still mobilizing your spine, extending your spine. You strengthen the back of your hips, the back of your thighs, your lower back and upper back. Lower, reach as far as you can, back up, then place your left foot on the floor. Don't collapse, stay there, and then with control, take your hands off. With control, bring your shoulder blades down, your lower back, the back of your hips, and bring both knees there towards your chest. Gently rock your body side to side. There's more movement there, side to side to begin with. And then if you can, stop moving side to side, stay in the center, and gently rock forward and back. There's more movement to begin with. And if you can go all the way forward. Find your balance here. It's the rolling back. Keeping your heels close to the back of your hips. Roll back and forward again. And repeat. And back and forward again. Just a few more. Massaging your back. Start to work a little bit more with abdominals. Hip flexors. One more. Then we can stay down on your mat. Both knees towards your chest. Back of your hips on the mat. Try to have your lower back flat against the mat. If it's not comfortable for your neck here, bring your head and shoulders down, or place a ball under your head. And extend there, one leg, reaching as far as you can with that leg, pulling the other thigh towards your rib cage. Similar to what you've done in the warm-up. For less intense, the legs higher. For more intense, the leg lower and straight. And switch. And switch. That's 3. And switch. 4. We're doing 10. 5. 6. Reach. 7. And 8. And 9. 10. Bring both knees towards your chest. Bring your head and your shoulders down. Rest a little bit there, again if you can. If you need, massage there, going side to side. Then chest, forward and up again. This time extend both legs. Option to extend one leg at a time as you've done before. So extend both. Can bring your arms there or keep your arms by the side of your body. Then bring both knees towards your chest. We're doing 5 of these. And again, extend. As far as you can breathe, as far as you can keep your hips and your lower back in position. 3 more. 2 more. Extend. 1 more. And then back. Knees towards your chest. Head and shoulders down, giving a rest even for those muscles around your neck. Hold there at the back of your thighs. Chest forward and up, or keep it down. Lift your legs, and now reach in here as far as you can with your toes as you lower your leg. And try to reach as far as you can with your heel on the leg up there. Then you're gonna switch. Don't worry too much there with your foot as you go, if you get lost with that. But you reach there as far as you can with your toes, as far as you can with your heel, hold it back and pull it. That's 2. 8 more. And reach. Switch, pull it. Switch, pull it. That's 4. Switch and pull it. Switch, pull it. That's 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Both legs there. Bring your knees towards your chest. Head and shoulders down. Feet on the floor. And do a full body stretch. Again. Bringing your arms there by the side of your body. You're going to bend your knees. Bring your heels together, feet on the floor to begin with. Make sure your shoulders are there, down, away from your ears. Lengthen your arms. Push them, gently push them against the floor. And then moving your hips. Gentle rotation of your spine here. Bringing both knees to one side. Try to keep your shoulders down on the floor. Then back in the center. So you're going there with your hips as far as you can keep your shoulders down and your heels together. Back in the center and go again. One side and center. You try to stabilize the top of your spine. So you can keep your head, your neck in the same position. Relax there. That small curve at the back of your neck. One more. You can carry on here. If you can, from there, gently tip your hips back, lower back towards the mat, lift your legs. Still have your heels together. Or if you want, you can even go further and lift your leg all the way there, leg straight. Lengthen your arms and do the same. Hips there, side, back in the center, lower back towards the mat here in the center, to the other side. And back in the center. Side to side. Back in the center. And back. We're doing 4 more. So that to one side. Back in the center. The body stays in the same position. 3. Back in the center. 2. Center. And 1. Center. Bring both knees down towards your chest. Gently rock your body there, side to side again. From here, feet on the floor, big full body stretch. And we're gonna go all the way, forward and up. Or roll on your side and sit up. Keep your back round. Go all the way forward there with that stretch. You can even hold there a little bit, for a little bit longer, and maintain the position. Few breaths. Imagine you're trying to bring your belly button towards your thigh, your chest there towards your thigh, towards your knee, and your head towards your feet, towards your toe. If you can, even pull your toes towards your head as well. Stretching a little bit more, the back of the leg, thighs, hips, lower back, upper back. Then you lift, lengthen your spine. Go all the way up, again, as tall as you can with that spine. And lower your arms. Feel free to sit on a block again. We're gonna stay here on a seated position. Sitting on your sitting bones, adjust yourself if you need. Try to lengthen your spine, back, spine vertical with the floor. Bringing your arms out. You can even bring them slightly further back and keep them both back as you turn. Rotate your spine as you lift your chest. Turn to one side. back in the center, and we go to the other side. Rotation of your spine, but rotation only. Rotation and lengthen. Going up, back in the center. Side to side. One more. And then back in the center. Give yourself a rest if you need. You can bring both hands there, the back of your head. If it's not comfortable, if you feel that you're pushing your head forward, either bring your elbows forward or bring your hands there in front of your forehead. Then you're going to rotate your spine here. Bringing your right elbow forward. Start there with your right elbow forward. And then bring your right elbow towards your right knee, on the side of your right knee. Bring yourself back up. Still have your right elbow forward. Then you turn. Bring it back in the center and go there with your left elbow forward. Back up. And in the center. If you can, feet together, heels together. And as you rotate, you keep them together, which means that you're keeping your hips in the same position. You're keeping your sitting bones on the floor in the same position. And left. And go forward. Back up. And in the center. Keep your hands there. And imagine a ball there. Pushing you back. And you go around the ball. So the middle of your back goes there. Maintain the position of your spine here. And gently tip your hips back. But you're going halfway only. Just halfway. Then you come back. Keep your back. Keep that curve on your spine. Imagine you're going around that ball. Imaginary ball. And you're trying to bring your forehead towards your knees. Then you lift. Lengthen your spine. Hips, lower back, upper back. Vertebra by vertebra. As if you're working with building blocks. And as if you're using those hands at the back of your head to lift your spine. As if you're trying to gently slide your spine, your hand, and lift your spine. Then go again. Round your back. Tip your hips back. And then go all the way forward, keeping that curve on your spine. As if you're going around the ball here with your head towards your knee. Lift, so you're bringing your hips. You're working with building blocks, hips in position, the lower back, rib cage, neck and head. Lift, 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 lift. Then go again, round. One more. Go back. And then all the way forward. From here, we're going to go all the way down. Don't lengthen your spine. Keep your back round. Roll on your side and lie on your back if you can. And go vertebra by vertebra down. And do a big full body stretch here. Bring both knees towards your chest. Cross your right leg on top of your left thigh. If you can, reach there, the back of the thigh. Might be too much. If that's the case, keep your left foot on the floor and just push it here. Then relax, release, and switch. Hold there and pull it. And release. Put feet on the floor. Do a big, big full body stretch. And as you breathe out, bring your arms there by the side of your body. You can relax your feet. Just breathe and relax. Focus on your legs. Relax your legs, your thighs, your hips. Breathe deep and slowly. Relax your abdominals, your back, your chest. Breathe deep and relax your shoulders, your neck, your arms, your hands. You can bend your knees. Relax a little bit more your lower back as you tip your hips back. When you're ready, you can roll on your side and sit up. And well done. Really well done.